Welcome to my backyard garden. There's a little bit of trash that I have to pick up, but otherwise than that, I just reaped some lettuces. I have to put down my chestnut tree. I still have some lettuce on the bed. I will be getting those in days to come. I have my lovely strawberries. They're on their way. Mint tree in the bucket has some thyme. My tomatoes, those scrubs or brushes or whatever, they have to be cut. They're actually my neighbors, but which is lovely for some shading, but since they're so big and tall and beautiful, I have to trim them down just a little bit. That's in my yard. So there goes some more tomatoes. For what I do for my green onions, I just cut them and let them grow back. I put in a few more cabbage this year. Last year I put in maybe like 3 and they didn't do so well, but this year I decided to use the 7 Dust, the pesticide. I have tomatoes on this bed. In the back portion of it, I decided to do my potatoes still because I love doing potatoes. They make me feel so great. I have that little tree over there. I had to cut it back a little bit. It's taking a loving time to grow, but that little stick that's standing up, the brown stick, is actually a grape tree. Then I have a blueberry and a raspberry. They're now coming up, and in my little bag I decided to put my carrots in bags this year. And oh my goodness, this is my asparagus right here. So that's coming. I had to pull these out because they just didn't do well. They end up having flowers and stuff. I was contemplating taking them out, but I ended up having to. So, oh well. Then over here, I decided to make the arbor this year. And it looks a little messy, but I have to clean it up by putting down some hay. I'm just waiting for the little plants to come in a little bit better, and then I'll put down some hay to keep out the weeds. Hay or some grass or something. On this bed here, I have some this is my fruit box. So this one has watermelon and I think it's some type of melon, another melon, I can't remember exactly. And this here's my squash box. Yay! So I have a few squash coming up this year, and I think there's a pumpkin in the middle there. That's gonna be a nice vine. So they look really good. And this year I decided to do a sink. Yes, I used pallet wood, so it's a little janky, but hey, it's an old sink. I get to wash everything outside. I'm gonna stand on that when the water gets on the ground if it's too high, and I wash everything out here with my hose and then take it inside. So that's my plan for my garden area this year. I'm doing a couple things in the backyard. Like there goes a fire pit. I'm not sure if my husband is going to let me get a pond so we could do koi fish and some trees, but behind my fire pit there's going to be like an apple tree and a peach tree, but it's going to be a little bit back because I have to put up the bench and stuff like that. But it's a very pretty backyard to have right now because we have enough space to put in a couple of things. And then there goes my lovely gazebo. So yes, so technically the gazebo was my husband's little gift. So we call it our little honeymoon spot right now. But oh well, that's our little place. And then I have the big buckets. They have grapes in them. Well, one of them have grape and the other one have blackberry. And the little blackberry is my daughter's, so I'm proud of her. She did a little blackberry tree this year. So, and then we have to clean that up a little bit more. But either way, that's our deck out there, and So, well, you guys stay safe. I will try to make videos and post them about like my garden issues. Right now, my biggest issue is the grubs, and what I'm using for them, they're ridiculous. So what I'm using for the grubs, and I'm using all type of garden soil and topsoil. What I'm using for the grubs right now is this 7 insect killer, and it seemed like it was already working by the time I used it. So I put this out front for my flowering plants out front, which I'm so proud of too. I'll make a video about that later. But I'm using this. It says it's supposed to help kill them up to 3 months, which I really need that. In that little bucket, I'm starting my fig tree, but it looks great. Either way, I'm just all over the place. But my biggest issue is grubs. So, and you know, little pesticide pests, so I use this pesticide. So hopefully this works for it, but I will keep you guys posted and let you know if it does work or not. Okay, stay safe. COVID-19, wash your hands, 6 feet distance from everybody as possible. Bye.